Welcome back.
To Islamic preacher and apologist. A very big hello and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you all. Now let's get to it. You know, we all waited for Ali Dawah's marriage documentary, but we just didn't get it. So I thought, why not me create a marriage documentary? And since a marriage documentary will be not created anytime soon, I thought, why not I do the honors? Why not do the iftida? I will create a video, merciful servant style. So let's begin. A lot of you that are watching my video right now are either not married, are not happily married, or probably even separated. I think if you're happily married, perhaps you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Marriage is largely dependent on how you got to know the individual that you are married to and what process you applied to get to know that individual. That would impact your entire marriage life. I mean, what you were looking for in your partner will make a huge difference, trust me. Let me first begin by telling you how I was in my growing up years. Dreams, aspirations, all of that. There are two songs which reflect who I was. One song is A Shivani. I used to leave the house behaving like a nanny. But at home things were different. At home I was quite different. I would listen to music and all of that and behave in a very girlish sort of way. I hope you understand. If my sort or kind of individual was sitting in front of me, I would never get attracted to him. The type of individual that I liked, the type of individual that I preferred, would not even palat to look at you. I mean, turn around to look at you. It was all just a dream. It was all just a fantasy. In the UK, I read a newspaper article which said the following: they mess with the blonde but marry the brunette. By the way, for the Indians and Pakistanis that are watching this video right now, the dumb blonde is the one that bleaches her hair. It's the same as Pakistani's pinky type. And girls do the same. In their 20s, they date guys like this, but when they come close to being 30, they find someone like this. The type of men that would come home from work and watch the news. Ones that are more interested in the outside world than you. We human beings face three different things: films, society, and third, reality. Films sell you the perfect love story, whereas reality, the real life, is promoting fraud, the type of people mess about with. And the responsible individual will be the serious type. The type of individual would actually come home from work and would not be giving you time, just television, work, office, computer, laptop, mobile. And I can understand the opposite gender as well, that he came home from work, he wants to relax, watch the TV, a nicely cooked meal, but the woman actually wants to talk to her husband once he has returned home from work. It makes the man look selfish. Good food, good that, and silence. But some men do this to avoid women because their wives actually complain as soon as they actually return home. So the reality is getting married for the sake of getting married and remaining married for the sake of your children. But this is really not what the heart wants or what one desires. But we people of today are a little bit more demanding. We don't want to live the life of those that lived before us. We want the same temperament. We want the same mijaz. If I'm a romantic, she should be romantic. If I'm adventurous, she should be adventurous, and so on and so forth. Next comes motive, the purpose, the maqsad behind life. Now, if her maqsad and your maqsad, your purpose behind life, is different, then everything falls apart. Both of you in a relationship must be on the same page. You know, when two people separate, you know what people say? One claps with two hands. It takes two to tango. It's not necessary that if two people separated, they separated as a result of an argument or some sort of feud was there between the two of them. Sometimes it's not always that. Probably most times it's not that. It's usually two people are not on the same page. Their purposes, their motives in life is different. They were simply giving priority to something else than you. So basically, motive is more important than temperament. The biggest disappointment comes when you give more importance to temperament than motive, trading more important things for things that don't matter in the long run. A boring, monotonous person that probably avoids you before his television screen is still going to make the marriage work. And the same with the lady, like, at least she would be permanent and more permanent than a girly girl type of partner. So the only solution is to somewhat, maybe not entirely, compromise with your mind, compromise with your preferences, and realize what is realistic and what is not. But having said that, we have to also realize that we have to sometimes develop our preferences and our tastes for the other individual too. There's nothing wrong with trying something different. If you are accustomed to watching the news every single day after work, how about trying to develop a dialogue with your wife? Maybe she might have something nice to say. And ladies too, I have to say, that if your husband is adventurous, he likes to go out and try something, new in sport, try it with him. Maybe you might like it. I say to both of you as a couple that try to blend in with him and you blend in with her. There's a song in my language which goes as follows, Merang Sharbato Ka, which means me the colourful water, as you can see the different colour bottles behind his back, and you sweet flowing spring. In this position of the song, he says that if you and I blend with one another, then only a good chemistry could happen. Sometimes it's not always about finding exactly the same temperaments. It's about mixing two temperaments or blending in with one another. And that's what it is. But please, for heaven's sake, for God's sake, for Allah's sake, don't mess about with motives. And you should be fine. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Take care and goodbye.